And welcome back to the Miami Pod Squad. Only Fin fans in the house. Guys, hey, the Dolphins won this weekend. I don't know if you can believe it or not. Fucking unreal. They beat the Atlanta Falcons in really a place where, we've had some bad games. And somehow the defense learned how to tackle. Somehow the offense ran efficiently. Somehow Tua looked like Dan Marino. The receivers were catching the ball. And we ran the ball extremely well. We're 2 backs deep now. Welcome to the team, Ollie Gordon. But what I was most impressed about was our second-round rookie guard. Had an amazing game. It looks like I have a hard time pronouncing his name. He's Hawaiian. I'll eventually learn it like Tua Tagovailoa. But I tell you what, man, he impressed me more than anybody in that game. Outstanding. It looks like that second-round pick's going to come through. And maybe Marv can hear me. Maybe he can't. I don't know.
Yeah, man. I got you. I got you back. You cut out, but you're back now. I got you. Yeah, it's amazing what you can do when you actually tackle running backs, and you played, absolutely outstanding third down defense. I think midway through the fourth quarter, the Falcons were like 0 for 9 on third down conversions. That's the formula for winning football. You get off the field, get the offense the ball back. We were running, we were passing. We really shellacked the Falcons, and I don't think any of us saw that coming. I was laying on my couch. I lay down on my couch thinking we were getting ready to take another 2025 season, and I was honestly had already kind of just got to myself, well, we're just going to play him for a draft pick. And then those bastards, it kind of makes you mad because where's this been all year? That is not the defense that we've seen all season. That defense was tackling, they were hitting, they were making plays. I hope it's not just a 1-week thing. I hope we can follow that up because I'll be honest, I sit here and say, yeah, I just want to lose and get a draft pick. But when we started winning Sunday, I started getting into it. I was like, man, this is enjoyable. But I really didn't enjoy it until we got up 31-3 because I still kept waiting on us to do something stupid and lose the ball game. But man, I was impressed, and I know we've trashed McDaniel, and that's been well deserved. But I will say this, I said last week he lost the locker room. I guess he hasn't because they showed up and they played for him. They showed up and they played for him on Sunday, and they showed some fight. And I don't know if Lamar Jackson's playing tomorrow night. We're recording this on Wednesday. I kind of doubt he's going to play on a short week. We're at home. Let's see if we can make it 2 in a row. But at least there was some signs. The second-round draft pick played well. Grant's name got called a couple of times, a couple of hurries. We were able to put pressure on the quarterback. We didn't get but maybe 1 or 2 sacks, but we were able to get some pressure and rush his throws. And Storm Duck got back, played 3 quarters. Now he's out for the year, which is kind of a blow.
Big blow.
Man, it just felt nice to win on a Sunday.
It's actually a fun, enjoyable game to watch.
It felt good to.
And let's be fair. Be fair.
This was our first win on a Sunday.
Yeah, our last win was on Monday night, but let's be fair. Kirk Cousins was backing up for Michael Penix. And, I believe in Kirk Cousins so much, I started him on my fantasy team because I was like, man, he's going to get at least 30 points on that porous Miami Dolphins secondary. And a generational back, and Bijan Robinson got stuffed by the Miami Dolphins. I think he had 1 or 2 big runs. And also Drake London was out in the game, one of the better receivers in the NFL. So, we were helped by the injury bug, but we were injured too. So it's kind of like, and the Jets won, so it's kind of like one of those anomalies in the NFL, That's why it's any given Sunday, and we've seen why with the Jets and the Dolphins won. I see us still losing to the Ravens. For some reason, the Ravens have our number. I feel that way.
Yeah, I do too. But, there was some throws that Kirk Cousins made where you could just tell him and his receivers wasn't in sync. I mean, his receiver would go one way and he'd throw it the other way, and I mean, so we did catch an advantage there. But as far as everybody in the NFL has injuries, so I don't use it for an excuse when we lose, and I'm not going to hear the other team losing it when we actually get a win. You know, I'm happy to get a win. This was a really weird week in the NFL. What makes the NFL so great is there's so many good games every week. This week had one close game, and that was the Bengal-Jet game. Outside of that, everything was pretty much blowouts all weekend, even going back to the Thursday night game. There was just a lot of blowouts. The Jets finally got a win. We got a second win. Just some really weird stuff. The Ravens were able to win without Lamar Jackson, which they had looked absolutely awful up to that point without him. So weird week, but I'll take the W and maybe get a second in a row. We'll see.
That would be. Here. It's just like, and I'm kind of starting to come around from this point. I can't remember where I heard it. I know it was on TV or a podcast. I listen to a lot of Miami Dolphin podcasts, a lot of sports podcasts, and somebody was explaining the fact that Alatua, Greer, and McDaniel, who's the least responsible for this, and a lot of people made a lot of great points in Mike McDaniel's case, saying he doesn't pick the players, he plays the hand he is dealt, and he also limited with quarterback on his play calling. And could any other coach do this well with the limitations of Tua? So we might be giving McDaniel a whole lot more hell than what he deserves.
Yeah, and I mean, when we're winning, he's very likable. He gets on your nerves when we're losing because he's just kind of gives stupid answers, and it's like, I want to see you fixing stuff, not just acting dumb. But I mean, he was given to he wasn't even there when we drafted him, and I mean, he said all the right things when he was hired that he wanted to work with Tua, but I don't know how much of that's just coach speak. A couple of weeks ago, we were naming quarterbacks who went in that draft, and we forgot somebody, and you were like, there was somebody else that was taken in that draft. I remembered who it was.
Who was it?
Because we named Love. We named Hubert. We named Burrow. And somebody. The one we forgot is actually the only one with a Super Bowl ring. Jalen Hurts was in that draft.
Jalen Hurts, man. We forgot about Jalen Hurts. But,
Yeah, I mean, it dawned on me because they were talking. But honestly, I mean, yeah, he's got a Super Bowl, but
he's surrounded by
he's
talent.
perfect for Philadelphia. And he's perfect for Philadelphia because they don't ask him to win games with his arm a lot. He's got a great running game. He runs a lot. They can play good defense. I don't think Miami would be as good with him as they are with Tua. I'll just be honest. Now, I can't say that about the other quarterbacks. I watched the Packer game Sunday night. Jordan Love's really, really good. I mean, all said and done, he might end up being the second best quarterback in that draft behind Burrow, and that's if Burrow can stay healthy. Burrow ain't much good if he stays hurt.
The biggest crime in sports right now is the Cincinnati Bengals not giving Joe Burrow at least a mid-offensive line. A mid-offensive line would help that kid out a lot. He has had nothing but trash offensive line since he's been in the league, and he took that team to a Super Bowl and a lot of playoffs with probably one of the worst offensive lines the last 5 years.
And damn near won that Super Bowl. I mean,
that was a good Super Bowl.
That Super Bowl was a very good Super Bowl. Very good Super Bowl. Rams ended up winning, but that game was, I mean, it was back and forth, and for a long time it looked like the Bengals were going to win that game. Joe Burrow, I mean, even in a good quarterback class, he was head and shoulders, and he still is the most talented one of the bunch. But if he can't stay healthy and Jordan Love keeps improving, and the one thing about the Packers, their organization, they put people in the right situation. This is the third straight
home run.
I mean, the last two quarterbacks they've had is Hall of Famers.
Well, let's say the first, Jordan Love is definitely a double. He's a double right now. But they had 2 grand slams, and if
Yeah,
Jordan Love
yeah,
might be
that's
a
what I'm
home
saying.
run, but jury's still out. But I mean, they had 2 back-to-back Hall of Famers.
Yeah, I mean
And not to mention one of my
They
all-time
went 2
favorite,
Hall of Famers.
like, quarterbacks when I was a kid, Don Magic Mikowski, baby. If he hadn't got hurt, we might not know Brett Favre's name. Don Magic Mikowski was the fucking man. Go back and watch some highlights. Gen Z, millennials even. Go back and watch Don Magic Man Mikowski, dude, if you want to see a fucking quarterback.
You know what my favorite Don Mikowski play is?
Tell me.
When he dropped the ball in this to us and gave us the game.
Is that when we had that
You
winning
remember the
streak
game
on the
I'm talking
Packers?
about when he just backed up there beating us? They had
Yeah.
never beaten us, and it looked like they were going to get a win. And he backed up, and it was a hot day in Florida. I think it was early season, and the ball just slipped out of his hands, and we recovered it and set up the game-winning score.
I think that's the last time we
So,
beat the Packers.
That's my favorite Don Mikowski play. No, we beat them. We beat them when Aaron Rodgers was there. I know, really bad one
It
year.
feels like it, man.
And we beat Favre. I know we beat them in '90. We beat them in '94, second week of the season, right after the Marino comeback against the Patriots.
Are you talking about first game of the season?
Because
we played the Packers second.
I was in the air. Yeah, we played the Packers
I think we
second
played
and beat
them in
them. I think it
Milwaukee. I think it was one
was
of them
24
Packer
14 or
Milwaukee
something.
games.
We played them. We went to Milwaukee, and I remember this because I was still in the military, but the base I used to be at before, there was a big Packer fan, and he called me after we beat the Patriots, and he was like, "I hope y'all don't think y'all are getting 600 yards of offense on us Sunday." Blah 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 blah. I was like, after the game, I was like, "We didn't need 600 yards of offense to beat y'all. We got enough." But yeah,
That was a weird time in Packers history when they played in. It wasn't every week, but they played in Milwaukee a couple times a year.
They played like three times a year,
Yeah.
if I'm not mistaken. I want to say they played 5 games in Green Bay and 3 games in Milwaukee. And the weird thing about playing in Milwaukee, I don't know if you remember this. Do you remember what was weird about that
It was
stadium?
a baseball stadium.
Both teams were on the same sideline.
Oh, that's right. That was wild.
Yeah,
gotta go back
both
and watch
teams
some
were
of
on the
those Green
same
Bay,
sideline
Milwaukee
because the
games.
way the field was laid out.
Well, that's where the Brewers played.
If you watch the '94
Yeah.
Dolphin Packers,
And I remember watching that game
Yeah.
on TV. Like the
if
field
you
was
watch the
always
'94
shaped different.
Dolphin game, it's
Kind of
there.
like Candlestick back in the day. You always had that one little
Yep. And
weird
both-
edge out in the corner of the field.
Yep. But,
Tell us about.
I do want to apologize to everybody. Our last,
Go ahead and tell them, Mar. My bad.
tell us about what?
Apologize to the people.
I was just going to apologize. A bunch of bad stuff's happened with my sound. My microphone was bad. My computer had some messed up stuff. But fortunately, a buddy of mine named Cameron came over, figured out
Yeah,
what was wrong with my
MVP,
microphone,
baby.
went and got it exchanged. Set my computer a little bit more settings, so thank you, Cameron. And he's a big Bear fan, but he's been really depressed since Sunday. He's talking about the Bears are awful, and I'm like, dude, y'all have got a winning record. Calm down. I would kill for a winning record right now.
Yeah, we're going to give Cameron the Avis We Try Harder
I know some people
Award.
last week.
I don't know if anybody remembers that.
Yes.
Yeah.
I do.
That was a deep
But yeah,
cut, bro.
and a couple of people been asking me. We talked about Bart Lyons last week, which it ended up not airing, but he asked me, said he's loving the podcast. He's actually started a little thing called Ballin' with Bart this morning from Facebook. It was
Yeah.
like an 8-minute thing. It's his new thing. He talked about like college football coaching jobs and stuff. So we're trendsetters. We're
dude.
trendsetters. Everybody's wanting to follow us in the podcast.
I love alliteration. Balling with Bart.
Ballin' with
y'all don't
Bart.
think
And if you
my
knew
ass
Bart,
knows
that's a
what
perfect name
alliteration is,
for it.
but I
And
do.
like I said, this
Yep.
Tim McNutt's a very, very, very,
I'm an
very educated man.
I got a college degree, believe it or not.
He was in college. He was in college for
Yeah,
like
not a
14
doctor.
years. He was like the real life Tommy
Not a
boy.
doctor.
The real life Tommy boy.
Hey, Hey, I got 2 D's lists right here, man. You know what I'm saying? You can't see them, but they're right there. It didn't do shit for me, but that's all right.
That's good.
So how do we do on picks this week?
So, all right. So our picks, we only had one game different.
Hell
and you
yeah,
won
about time.
Because I had the Steelers, you had the Packers.
Made up one game.
So the last couple of weeks we haven't been able to go over because our audio's not been good. 2 weeks ago we both had great weeks. McNutt was 12-3 and I was 13-2. Last week not so good. McNutt, you were 8-5 and I was 7-6. Both winning records. Our overall record now is I'm 76-44 and you're 74-46. So you've trimmed it down to a 2-game lead.
I'll take that.
There was just we both had the Falcons. I'll take that loss every week. I mean, if the Dolphins want to win, I'll pick against them. Whatever. We both had the Vikings on Sunday Night Football. Trash. We both had the Bengals. Yeah, we both had the Bengals. We both had the Bears. We were really bad on 1 o'clock games. We both had the 49ers and the Texans. Texans look like they're finally getting it together.
That's wild. Texans are heating up.
And
watch out, everybody.
That was really all of our losses. We both had the Broncos, which was a good pick. And like I said, I lost the Steeler-Packer game. But there was a lot of teams off last week. There was like 6 teams off last week. I know.
It felt light.
It felt light. 13 games. Yeah, 13 games was all that was played. So there were 6 teams off. I know the Jaguars, the Rams, the Seahawks, a couple of other teams. I can't remember who all of them were, but yeah. So, all right. You want to go over our top 5?
Yeah, let's go over the top 5 there.
All right. I'll just give everybody our top 5 from last week. Our top 3 last week for the first time was exactly the same. We both had Lions 1, Colts 2, and Eagles 3. That was our top 3 last week. At number 4, I had Tampa Bay. You had Kansas City. At number 5, I had Seattle. And you had the Rams. So we both had an NFC West team there. It's just which one we liked a little bit more than the other. So that was our top 5 last week. Two of my top 5 didn't play. The Buccaneers were off. No, they won. They were kind of off. They played the Saints. So that was our top 5 last week. So this week, we will go our top 5, and I think it's your turn to go first. So who you got at number 5?
All right, give me my top 5 from last week again.
Lions, Colts, Eagles were top 3. Number 4 was the Chiefs, and number 5 was the Rams, who didn't play.
I mean, can I really change my top 5? You know what I'm saying? Can we really change? I mean, I don't think my top 5's changed, really.
Hey, I changed mine. I dropped a team out that didn't play last week because another team just impressed me that much.
I tell you what, I'm going to keep the Rams at number 5.
But my top 4, Rams at number 5. I mean, that's good. That's solid. I had the Seahawks last week.
I think the Rams should be undefeated.
But I moved them out. And at number 5, I put the Denver Broncos.
Yeah, they're heating up.
Now, what scares me about him is Surtain got hurt. He's not playing this week. But, man, Bo Nix looks like he's coming into himself. And, I mean, I know the Cowboys' defense isn't great, but they were so much the better team against Dallas. I mean, offensively, they just had speed that I didn't know they had on that team. Defense we knew was solid, but the offense started, and I think maybe falling behind against the Giants and having that huge comeback, they're just playing with a lot of confidence. So I put them at number 5.
They got a great 1-2
Speaking of the Giants,
running back, one of the best 1-2 punches in the NFL right now. R.J. Harvey and my man J.K. Dobbins got me throbbing.
All righty then. More information than we need to know.
Son, you got to love J.K. A healthy J.K. Dobbins goes a long way.
So, real quick, since I said the Giants' name, I would like to say, man, Cam Scatterboo, please get healthy and back next year because you're like my favorite non-Dolphin to watch. I hope so, man, because he's so much fun. The NFL needs him because he's just a fun guy to watch,
prime
man.
Market, dude.
He plays football, and he plays football the way you're supposed to. I mean, he's just hard-nosed. He's a throwback, and I love watching. I hate it seeing him get hurt.
A dirty-ass
week.
tackle, by the way. Drop hit, illegal. Drop hip. It ain't the WWF, bro.
Yeah,
but I mean, how do you bounce back from that injury?
WWF because they ain't gonna hurt nobody.
Back from that injury? That thing was dangling, dude. The thing looked like a car freshener.
I have a bad feeling. I have a bad feeling he ain't never going to be the same. It reminded me of Tim Crumry in the Super Bowl 23 against the 49ers when his leg just went.
Crumry was a perennial Pro Bowler.
Dude, and I, to this day, if he don't get hurt that game, sorry Huffine, sorry Zoom, Montana ain't there to lead that game back because the Bengals would have had too big of a lead.
A lot of people thought that Tim Crumry was the best nose tackle in the game.
Yep. But, all right, so month number 4, I kept, and I almost dropped them, but I kept them. I've still got the Tampa Bay Buccaneers at 4 because I think they've done enough before the Detroit game, and they had a little layover, but they still beat the Saints by 20. They're the class of that division because we just saw who I thought was the second best team, and we beat the piss out of them in Atlanta. And when you get beat by the Dolphins, it should mathematically eliminate you from the playoffs. I'm just saying. If you lose to the Dolphins, I don't care if you go 16-1, if your loss is to the Dolphins, you should be banned from the playoffs. So, but I got Tampa
Atlanta's
Bay.
Winless against Florida this year.
Yeah, hopefully Georgia stays winless against Florida this year, but that's a whole different story.
I guess number 4 pick's going to be the KC Chiefs. I mean, they beat a very good Commander team.
Dude, they're my number 6, I'll be honest.
Very good Commander team.
I kind of held off on putting them in Buffalo, either one, because I'm going to see who wins that game Sunday. Little preview. Matchup of the week, Chiefs at Bills. I think everybody watching this knows who we're pulling for.
I know who I'm picking, too.
Number 3, who you got?
I got to keep it with the Eagles, baby. Fly, Eagles, fly, up to the sky. Is that how they do their chant?
Something like that. I don't think they're as good as they were last year, but I until they lose another or somebody else just really looks a whole lot better, I've got them at number 3
Or
also.
until those refs start calling those false starts on that fucking tush push, dude. They've done that several times, got away with it. They're starting to get the New England treatment with the referees. I know that much.
Ain't it amazing how all the good teams, everybody always accuses of getting the calls?
Well, I mean, I watched the replay. The motherfuckers jump all the time.
Everybody said the same thing about the Chiefs like 2 years ago. All right, so my number 2 is the only team that's got a friggin' 7-1 record. I still don't really deep down think they're going to go to the Super Bowl, but right now they just I've got the Indianapolis Colts at number 2.
I don't know how they're doing it. I mean, I've watched a lot of Colts games, but I still don't see how they're doing it. How are the Colts so good? Sooner or later, you got to start believing in Daniel Jones. I was always a Daniel Jones fan. You know what I'm saying? I like the guy, but just couldn't put it together in New York. Now he's found the Midwest Indianapolis attitude. He's probably drinking whole vitamin D milk. That's the difference. I don't know for sure, but that's my theory. He started drinking that whole, raw, that Amish vitamin D milk, dude. And this just make him stronger, quicker. This is our Colts. This is our team. We bleed blue. I got to hear that kid every week sing a new Colts song. Hee!
That's wonderful.
Colts are my number 2 team.
Number 1.
Number 1.
Who's your number one team?
Not the Scarecrow, not the Tin Man, not Toto, but the Lions. Put them up. Put them up. Detroit, not the Oz, but the Detroit Lions.
Yeah. I think they're the most well-rounded team. I think they're going to win the Super Bowl. I say it every week, and until somebody else impresses me more, I think Detroit's the team. I just really do.
A well-ran team and a poorly ran
really,
team.
Really do.
The Lions miss their secondary, keep on winning. The Dolphins lose their secondary, just absolute trash. Can't stop nobody. Except for the Kirk Cousins and the injured Falcons.
So, who do you think at this point of the season? Who do you think's the most disappointing team in the NFL?
I mean, it's the Miami Dolphins. I'm not being a homer.
Okay. Let's take our team out of it because we're obviously probably more disappointed in them than ever. Let's take the Dolphins out of it. Let's say that the Dolphins don't even. Who do you feel like's the most disappointing team right now?
Teams. Not the Browns.
There's a lot to choose from.
I mean, the Bengals, you can make a case for the Bengals and the Vikings.
You can make a case for the Bengals. You can make a case for the Vikings.
I mean, Ravens have been full of injuries.
You can make a case for the Cowboys.
And so the Commanders. The Redskins have been, I mean, okay, they've been winning lately, but I'm going to say the most disappointing team, Houston Texans. Even though they've been winning lately, but they started out, and you're just like, the team we've seen the last 2 years?
Are they 3-3?
Let's see.
What's their record? 3-3.
I was just looking at it.
Because I think they've already had their bye week.
3-4.
3-4. So they have not had their bye. Oh yeah, because we're 2-6. Because okay. So they're 3-4. That's a good pick. I mean, the Ravens, I know they've had a lot of injuries, but, I mean, even after they week 1 lost, you still thought they were one of the favorites in the AFC, and they got the same record as us. So, or they got the same amount of wins. They might have had their bye week. I'm not sure, but they've had 2 wins. The Cowboys, I mean, they tied the Packers. They beat the Commanders, but they have a couple of losses where they just, I mean, Chicago went into Dallas and just thumped them. And Denver just outclassed them Sunday. So they're on that list. I mean, the Bengals were disappointing, especially losing to the Jets. But if you'd have told me before the season started Burrow's going to get hurt in week 2, I wouldn't have had no expectations for them. The only expectations I had was because they had Burrow.
When Burrow got hurt,
I don't know if I could really call them that disappointing.
Yeah, all bets are off when he's hurt. You're just like, all right, expectations are low now. Super low.
Yeah. So, yeah, I mean, the Texans are, because I thought the Texans were head and shoulders above the rest of that division. And they're in 3rd place. They're behind the Jaguars and the Colts. So, that's probably a good pick.
Speaking of picks, let's segue to that. Are we ready for some pickups?
Are we just going to keep recording? Or we're only at 30
minutes. If we're at 30 minutes, we'll keep recording.
All right. Yeah, we're good. We're at week 9.
Keep this under an hour. It works pretty good.
And you get to go first.
Okay, give me a team, baby. I'm ready to pick. I'm ready to make up my 2 games this week, baby. What's up, baby?
Get buck naked. Sunday, 1:00. Atlanta Falcons, fresh off their Atlanta child murder beating by the Miami Dolphins, going to New England to play the Patriots.
Is Michael Penix back? Is Michael Penix back? It don't matter if Michael Penix is back.
I don't know.
The New England Patriots are back to their old ways. They're looking scary. I don't want to see it, but it's happening. New England Patriots are going to beat the dog duty out of the Atlanta Falcons. They're going to get defeathered. They're going to get prepared for Thanksgiving.
You're not going to gain a game on me there. I also am taking the New England Patriots.
Drake May.
All right.
That kid's going to be good, dude. Fuck.
The Los Angeles Chargers traveling to Tennessee to play the Titans. Dude, the Titans are hot garbage. They might be worse than they were last year. I'm going Chargers.
Dysfunctional. Poor Cam Ward, dude. Eventually, the Tennessee Titans are going to win a Super Bowl with Cam Ward. Multiple. I believe this. Yes, I do. But when does it start? You got to get a good coach in there. You got to get somebody that can use that weapon of mass destruction known as Cam Ward. Probably one of the greatest arms we've seen in a long, long time. He can run. So poised. Let's talk about the poise. But unfortunately, he is on a straight team ran by idiots. Chargers. Had to think about it for a second, Chargers.
Chicago Bears going to Cincinnati to play the Bengals, and you're up.
Now, here's the thing. I feel like the Bears play down to the competition. But it's hard to take the Bengals. So hard. You lose to the Jets. How do you lose to the Jets?
You gave up 39 points to the Jets.
Here's how my Monday usually goes, Marv. I go into the bar, I open it up, and I just sit there and I watch the condensed games on, YouTube, But I didn't get to do that this week, so I have no clue how the Jets beat the Bengals. Were there a lot of turnovers? Did the cheerleaders play the second half for the Bengals?
They had a big lead.
What happened? Just give me like a 2-sentence synopsis what happened that game.
I mean, I flipped over. Their defense is awful. I mean, it's god awful. Lead? They were up like 38 to 17.
And they let the Jets come back.
And they gave up. Yeah, and not only that, I mean, the Jets, when they scored to make it 38, should have been 38-31. They went for two, and Cincinnati didn't come close to stopping them.
I remember seeing that part of the game.
So, I mean, it's
Who
just...
you take?
You know how they say... You know how... You're first on this one. You know how they say with certain offense... With certain offenses, you're never out of the game. Well, if you're the other team and you're playing the Bengals defense, you're also never out of the game.
Oh, man. It's hard to take the Bengals. It's so hard. I'm taking the Bears. Fuck, but, I mean, the Bengals could win. I'm taking the Bears. I'm going to regret this. I got a feeling.
I say definitely. I say definitely take the over. Dude, I like so much of what the Bears are doing. I don't like what they did last Sunday. But I think they're a good football team, and I just don't think... I think Caleb Williams will have a huge game because the Bengals defense... If Justin Fields can shred you, then Caleb Williams can shred you. I've got to go Bears with this. Got to.
Then he always had that lingering...
All right.
Bengals might win.
Now here's a game that's tricky. The Indianapolis Colts at the Pittsburgh Steelers.
It's tricky. Here we go. It's tricky to rock around. Who you got?
Here we go.
That was a karaoke favorite, by the way. We've done that before.
Her hair was kind of curly.
Up some lesbians.
Dude.
Can we pick up some lesbians that night?
So, okay, here's my thinking on this. I think we tried.
I was all about conversion therapy back then.
I think the Colts are really, really good. But Pittsburgh's lost 2 in a row. They're at home. I'm guessing it's going to be cold up there because it's cold here and it's going to be windy. Colts are an indoor team. Pittsburgh needs a win. I'm going to go Steelers on this game.
Speaking of chilly, I woke up this morning, got in the car around 5:30, and it was 72 degrees. I was like, I might need a light jacket.
That's miserable. I want cold. I like cold weather.
I might need a light jacket.
I like 50s.
Well, who's the two teams?
So
Shit,
who
I
are you
done
taking?
forgot.
Colts or Steelers? Colts at Steelers. I went
Damn.
Pittsburgh.
Okay, you went Pittsburgh. I'm just going to take the Colts because I think it's a good chance to make up a game. And fuck, dude, kid. I mean, out of all the teams to lose to, and here's the thing, it's going to be a field goal game probably. I think it's going to be one of them field goals. Whoever has the ball last kicks the field goal.
Yeah.
Because the Steelers are notorious for those kind of games. I mean, I think they add more. We won by a field goal because we had the last possession in NFL history. I believe they're that team. I'm taking the Colts because I think I can make up a game, but it's too early to start thinking about that because it's still got a lot of weeks to go. But
well, the Steelers have lost 2 in a row. I just don't think they'll lose 3 in a row. Tomlin usually gets stuff figured out, but who knows? All right.
You think so?
The San Francisco 49ers.
Until Daniel Jones comes to punch you right in the fucking
San Francisco
mouth,
49ers.
Daniel Jones is going to punch Mike Tomlin right in the fucking mouth, dude. Make him bleed.
Don't be fucking with Omar Epps like that. He will fuck up some Indiana Jones.
Look how close his eyes are together. You ever seen how close Daniel Jones' eyes are together? Like, he can probably, accurately punch you in the face wherever he wants.
If we could have his eyes and Peyton Manning's forehead, we'd have a hell of a face.
Have a hell of a quarterback. You got that
All
big
right.
ass brain with those targeted eyes. I mean, he's got a natural crosshair on his face, his nose, and his eyelashes. That's how Daniel Jones can throw so accurate. Dude. He's got a natural. I'm serious.
All right, you're first. San Francisco 49ers at New York Giants.
San Francisco 49ers at New York. God, it's one of those games. It's one of
Jackson.
those games. It's one of those games. They're at New York.
It's a 1 o'clock. It's a 1 o'clock kickoff.
Is Brock Purdy
Jackson.
back? Has he
Jackson
been back?
Dart, baby.
I like Jackson Dart a whole lot, though. I do.
I think he hasn't been back yet. I think Mac Jones still quarterbacked him last week.
Okay. Well, the 49ers, I think they picked up a linebacker from New England who's pretty good. I can't remember his name off the top of my head. So they're going to have some more defense. But, I mean, can you really contribute, only be on the team for 3 days? Probably. I remember Hugh Green did it for the Miami Dolphins a long time ago. But damn, the 49ers, man. I'm taking the New York Giants.
Ooh.
Taking the Giants, dude.
I thought about the Giants, but without Scatterboo, I'm going 49ers. I just don't think they're going to be able to generate enough offense to beat the 49ers.
I think they're going to play for Scatterboo.
This is another good game. The Denver Broncos at the Houston Texans.
Oh, 2 hot teams.
Hey, I just put the Broncos in my top 5. But I was told today by Zoom that Surtain's not playing Sunday. That's a big loss for them. Houston's at home. They can't afford to go 3-5. I'm going Houston Texans in this game.
He thinks the Shroud of Turin is going to miraculously beat a Surtainless defense. And kudos to anybody who gets the reference, Shroud of Turin. Anybody know what that is in the crowd? I might give you a Dan Marino card of my choosing out of my personal collection if anybody knows what the Shroud of Turin is. What am I talking about here? Texans or Broncos?
You're talking You're talking about the Broncos
Well,
at Texans.
what's the name of the quarterback for the Texans? Cliff Stroud, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. See who my scholars are out there, the Shroud of Turin, because I think that I need to get that nickname to stick with him. Houston Jesus. I'm taking the Broncos. Bo Nix. They call him Big Dick Bo Nix over there in Denver. I heard that was his nickname. I got a few people out there. They told me that's his nickname.
I don't think that's his. I don't think that's his nickname. But
I know people in Denver.
You need
They
to tell
told
yourself.
me Big Dick Bo Nix.
Yeah, I lived in Denver and I've not heard
He
that.
didn't live
So
there when he played. Hell, he wasn't even born
Minnesota. No, Elway was the quarterback
and
when
this
I was
one's
there.
for John.
All right. Oh God, the Minnesota Vikings at the Detroit Lions.
The Vikings. Shit. The Lions are going to beat the shit.
Hey, you said it.
Shit out of the Vikings. Oh, poor old Carson Wentz, man. He had a breakdown on the sideline. That was hilarious to watch.
I'm going Detroit Lions also. The Carolina Panthers without Bryce Young at the New England at the Green Bay Packers.
Easy Packers.
Packers.
Yeah.
The Packers.
No-brainer.
The Packers are a team with a very good record that I don't know how good they are.
I think that's a lot, though.
But they keep playing Panthers. Teams like the Panthers are going to keep winning. Okay, now we're heading into the 4 o'clock window.
Okay. That's a pretty good 1 o'clock window.
The Jacksonville
Shit,
Jaguars.
we're playing a 4 o'clock game.
Jacksonville Jaguars at the Las Vegas Raiders.
Duval. Jags.
Yeah, Jags. 100% Jags. This is another one we won't spend too much time on. The New Orleans Saints going to Los Angeles to play the Rams. I'll take the Rams.
I'll take the Rams for 1,000, Alex. Trebek.
All right, the big 4 o'clock game. The Kansas City Chiefs are traveling into hell to play the Buffalo Bills.
That's a big one.
And even though they've not beat them in the playoffs, the Bills have had a good record in the regular season against them.
In Buffalo. There's no worse place to be if you're a folding table in the world than the Buffalo Bills home game. There's nothing more.
Oh, hold on. Speaking of which, real quick, have you seen that new commercial where they've got babies?
Somebody call CPS.
Dude, so here's all I'm saying is Buffalo Bills fans support child abuse. That's all I'm saying.
Kids through tables.
They support abusing a child. You would throw a small child through a table. That just upsets me, and that shows every free-loving human being, American, that has any kind of ounce of pride or goodness in them should hate the Buffalo Bills because they support harming children.
It's ridiculous. It's sacrilegious, too. Let's talk about that. Damn.
So
Home Depot makes some money.
Anyway, go ahead.
Folding tables, because invest. Go ahead and put all your investments in whoever makes folding tables, because you're going to make a shit ton of money, because they're going to be like 30,000 of them destroyed. Those fucking idiots, they're so fucking stupid. Who pours ketchup and mustard on themselves? Like, it's fucking disgusting. They're the worst fucking fans in the history of sports. I don't like any of them. I'll tell you what. You can have 1980s and 90s Alyssa Milano walk through and say she wants to date me. But if she says I'm a diehard Bills fan, I'm like, no way, baby. It ain't happening. To all you kids out there, look up Alyssa Milano and type in 1990s. It'll change your life. Yeah, I'm taking the Kansas City Chiefs. Fuck the Bills. I'm picking with emotion right now, so you can take advantage of this. I'm picking with emotion right now.
Here's the funny. Here's the funny thing. Whoever loses this game is risking being a couple of games back in their division.
That's wild to say.
I don't think Buffalo's defense is worth
they're
a
dog garbage.
I don't think Buffalo's defense is worth a warm bucket of piss. I think Kansas City goes in there and they make a statement and they show the world that they're still here to be reckoned with. Kansas City Chiefs, big in Buffalo.
Tony Schiavone. I got the Kansas City Chiefs, baby.
Gonna go funky like a monkey. All right, Sunday Night Football. Seattle Seahawks at the Washington Commanders.
Am I getting Jalen Daniels?
Hey, the Commanders has been one of the most disappointing
I know,
teams.
but they've been injured, dude.
The Commanders have been one of the most disappointing teams in the NFL. They've been injured. I like Seattle. They had a bye week. I'm going Seahawks.
Is Jalen Daniels playing?
To go into Washington on Sunday night and get the W.
Jalen Daniels playing?
I mean, it's Wednesday night. They haven't announced it yet.
I'm just going to type in Jalen Daniels real quick. I mean, Mariota's a capable backup. Probably one of the better backups you can have. Let's see. News. Limited in practice. Seahawks. But if Jalen Daniels plays, it's going to be a better game.
So you two are going Seahawks.
I just don't feel like Jalen Daniels has found his rhythm yet. I feel like he's a very rhythm quarterback. And he's got to have like 2 or 3 games where he's on point, then he's unstoppable, you know? He just hasn't had a chance to get in his rhythm because of these injuries. And a lot of his other players have been injured. Debo, McLaren, all those guys. So, I mean, they're just a team that's been hurt right now. But if they make it into the playoffs healthy, watch out. You can have your hands full.
Monday Night Football. The Arizona Cardinals.
Oh, God.
At the Dallas Cowboys.
This game can go either way. I hate this game. Game. And first off, I think we're RIP this season on double headers on Monday night, which I fucking love. I love double headers. The Monday Night Football. Got to keep that going all year, dude. All year. Except you know, kind of tail it off towards playoff time. Cardinals versus Cowboys. You talk about two teams that just, you don't know what you're getting. At Texas Stadium, right? This is in Dallas. Where God watches his favorite team play football. Biggest crock of shit in the history of sports marketing right there. God, who pulled that off? America's team.
Only when Miami comes to town.
Folks, we love the Dallas Cowboys so much. America's team. Everybody says it. I'm taking the Cowboys. So beautiful.
Probably the reason the rest of the world hates America is because we do call the Cowboys America's team. Screw them bastards.
Taking the Cardinals.
However, they are going to win on some Monday night. I will take them. I will take the Cowboys also.
And for anybody in the Cape Coral area listening,
right.
There was a yellow cardinal spotted. So if you're a birder, be on the lookout for that yellow cardinal. Very rare, but it's there in Cape Coral in South Florida. So go check it out if you're out there with a camera. Beautiful bird. I've seen a picture of it. It's absolutely marvelous. Gorgeous bird. All right, let's get back to football.
All right. Last game. It's the first game. Tomorrow night, the Baltimore Ravens, are heading to South Beach to play the red-hot Miami Dolphins.
One game in a row.
I really want to pick the Dolphins because that's where my heart is. But I think last week was fool's gold. I mean, are we as bad as a 1-6 record? Probably not. But we're not as good as we looked on Sunday. It is a short week. We are at home. I have a horrible record on Thursday Night Football. I just seem to never win Thursday Night Football. So in hopes of keeping that up, I'm going to go Baltimore Ravens to beat us and pray that I'm wrong.
Oh. Okay, if we win this game, it could mean a lot. Are we going to get rid of pieces? Are we going to start moving people? Who are we keeping? Who are we letting go? Got a lot of dead contract money that I would love to see go elsewhere. It's going to be hard to get rid of Chubb. But we got rid of Ramsey. So it's possible. But, I mean, Bradley Chubb, I mean, he's hurt. I don't think he's playing.
Well, Ramsey really wanted out too, though. I mean, he kind of forced his way out.
So it's just kind of like, do you want to right the ship? Is this the team that's going to win anything for the Miami Dolphins? I don't think so. So it's like, I'm getting to a point in my life where, hey, I'm at a certain age. You know, I only got so many years left, you know, probably 20, you know, reasonably. But how many chances am I going to have with this team if they stick around for another 2 or 3 years? I got to go with the Ravens because I don't think this team can do it. It's time to move some pieces. It's time to blow it up, start over again. I'm that guy. Ravens. In not so many words.
And you used to get on to me when I was that kind of guy a few years ago.
Yeah. I mean, we got maybe 20 years left, dude. The way I eat, I got 20 years left.
I mean, we might not have that.
I got a bad sweet tooth. I love the sweets.
I mean, I might not have that.
What are you saying?
I mean, I might not have 20 years left. I don't know. I mean, I might live to be 72. I might not. 72,
yeah,
baby.
72 Dolphins, baby.
Yeah,
undefeated. That would be a good age to go out, man. 72 Dolphins, dude.
I could live to be 82. Yeah. I mean, who knows? But I'm like you, dude. I've waited a long time, and I ain't getting any younger. I want to do whatever we have to do to get in the situation to where this time of year, November, December, we're nervous every week because it's such a big game, and we're trying to get home field, and we're going to go do something in the playoffs. I want that feeling again because I swear most of our seasons by this time of year we're already thinking about a draft pick like we are this year. Or, you know, we're out. If we do make the playoffs, we're out first game. I mean,
I got that feeling 2 years ago.
There's no excuse any team in the NFL should go 25 years without a playoff win.
I got that feeling 2 years ago. It's like, oh, man, I started, you know
what
I'm saying?
I did too.
I'm getting excited, man. I forgot what this felt like. But, dude, I mean, that was probably the first time in I'm probably since the mid-2000s, late 2000s. Get those nerves, man.
I mean, probably the first time really since I mean, and you think about it, like most of the week going into it's like, man, it's such a big game. I was watching everything on TV, breaking it down in your head. What do we have to do to win? How can we? And then, you know, we went out to San Francisco and scored that first early touchdown, first play of the game, and then just went downhill. And then we lost games we shouldn't have lost. But who knows? I mean, if we're 3-6, if we win tomorrow night, then we got Buffalo coming to Miami, and Buffalo will be coming off that Kansas City game. So, who knows? Who knows?
And
I mean, I don't think this team's got the capability of going anywhere, but we don't throw our children through them.
We use tables.
We love our children.
For, like to place food.
We take them to the beach.
We break bread at tables, not our backs. You dumbasses. We take our children to the beach and have picnics on the beach with them, not thrown through tables like ravages. It's just Buffalo, y'all have a problem. They ought to put, you know, they tore down the wall several years ago. They should put a wall up around Buffalo so those people can't get out and we don't have to go in and be around them. Exactly right. I'm going to build a wall around Buffalo. It's going to be a big, beautiful wall. Keep the tables
Keep
safe.
all those idiots inside.
We love tables.
First time.
All right, so I guess that's the show, right?
Tables are our friends. I mean, I'm guessing it is.
Yeah, okay. Hopefully this will go well. Hopefully when I hit stop,
Hope-
everything
hopefully-
will go well. Shit, I'm so nervous.
Hopefully next week we won't.
Because we've done about 4
Hopefully
hours.
next week we won't have
Yeah.
to spend.
4 hours of podcast, we have nothing to show for it. Absolutely zero.
I'm really hoping next week we don't have to spend 10 minutes
Yeah.
apologizing
God,
again
dude.
because it's getting
Yeah,
old.
it's a comedy
It's
show.
very
Yeah,
disheartening.
It's a comedy show.
It's very disheartening,
I feel like I'm in a nightmare.
especially for Tim because he edits it. Last week I did it from my phone, and then when he did it, there was no sound from me. It was just like so.
But it sounded good while we
Hopefully
were
we
doing
got
it,
some
though.
kinks worked out. We'll keep trying to get better, and yeah, it did. It
Hold
did.
on, I want to
So,
show off my shirt real quick.
but hopefully we'll get some of these kinks worked out.
You see that shirt?
What shirt
That's
you got?
original too, man. This is straight out of the. I don't know if you remember seeing this shirt.
It's a little
back in the day.
blurry. What is
It's
it?
one of those character shirts. John Offerdahl,
I can't.
Keith Byers, Keith Jackson, Brian Cox.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, remember them kind of shirts?
Cox. I got one for Christy. Got me one for Christmas 2 years ago with Merino. Almost like
Yeah.
the one I had when I was a kid.
Yeah, I like those shirts a lot. I like the big head character shirts.
I'll have to wear it for the podcast next
All right,
week.
I'll wear mine
I do too.
I got 2 of them.
But see, I mean, we have to wear them with old Dolphins. We have to wear one with old Dolphin players because none of the new ones were
No.
worth going on a shirt.
No. All right, man. So that's the show. I think we did great. We're at 57 minutes. I'm going to stop it before shit goes haywire. All right, guys. Have a good week. Thank you.
Everybody, have a good week. Go Fins.